And we're live.
That was when I finally got around to taking my driver's test, there was a kid in there who had never driven a car, and I'm just like, fucking, all right, let's go. I'm just fucking like,
So what point in life did you forget how to drive?
Oh.
I was. I'm an excellent driver. You don't even want me to start about your driving, my friend.
No, start on it. I want to hear it. I don't know
about driving. How it's excellent.
Wings drives like a grandma. He's always talking about horsepower and yeah, man, I got that 375 gear ratio. It takes off at this much torque, and it's like, dude, you should just get the V6 and just putt along because that's all you're doing.
Yeah, there's people with Priuses like, hurry up, Wings, honk honk.
He's just Wings wants that. Wings does not go fast. It's easy to leave him behind, and I do go fast. I drive fast.
He does go fast.
Kyle goes so fast.
I don't drive that bad.
My favorite part was this. I was with Kyle, and I was like, hey, what's the fastest you've ever been in a car? And he gives me some number I don't recall. And I'm like, oh, yeah, for me it's 122. He's like, we're going faster than that right now.
We were on this crazy long straightaway.
We were not. We were not. There were red lights there, and he was weaving in and out of traffic. And yeah, there was an underpass, so you couldn't see far. It was great. Now I guess he had the skill because we didn't die. But yeah, he was definitely moving quickly. I think the car was, I don't want to say new to him, but he had it for a couple of months and it was still a novelty.
I had my first bout of road rage actually 2 weeks ago.
Oh, what happened?
Every day.
Oh man, dude, I was going to get over because I wanted to get over to a lane to get to a turning lane, and this bitch, she almost paced me. Like I turned my signal on and she wouldn't go. She wanted to pass me, but she did it so fucking slow. Like it was just putting along. I wanted to put her right into the guardrail. I'm like, my first thought was like, I'm just going to run you off the road, bitch. It's going to happen.
You should have.
Shut up.
So what did happen? She eventually got past my ass, and I just gritted my teeth.
That'll show.
Shake the fist.
Do you get road rage very much, Drew? It seems like usually like trainers, people who work out all the time, don't get as aggravated over little menial things like that because you're like, whatever, I can take them. Like you just let it happen.
I'm always sore and tired, man. I don't have the energy to get road rage. It's just I'm laid back. But
see, that's what I mean. Those guys who like UFC fighters, personal trainers, they don't give a fuck. They're like, I got a six-pack. I can go home and look at it. I don't care.
I always figured it looked like this. Like you don't beat a 6-year-old up because like, I could take the 6-year-old. What purpose is beating him up?
Do you actually have that thought in your head? You weigh the options of beating a 6-year-old up?
Well, I'm just thinking. I was thinking like, man, if I could fight as well as like Joe Lozon, like, I'd be arrogant. I'd be like, grabbing bitches' asses and shit, and like, what are you gonna do about it? And I'm like, why would he do this? And I'm like, well, he knows that you could probably just beat him up anyway. There's no challenge. It's like a woman that wants to fuck.
If Wings ever gets a 6-pack, the next day is when he gets shot.
So I used to train MMA, and my instructor was a pro fighter. He wasn't on Lozon's level, but still, like compared to a normal person, he was ridiculous. And so anyway, there was this situation, like someone cut him off, and then he went and like cut the other guy off, like in return, like he got cut off. So then he went and he got in front of the guy who just got in front of him. And I wish I could tell the story as well as him, but the guy gets out of his car and runs up to my MMA instructor's driver's side, and he starts banging on the like the window on the side of it, and he's like, get out, I'm gonna kick your ass. And to hear my instructor tell it, he's just like, I didn't know what to do next. I was like, I figured I'd go out, I'd take him down, he'd roll over, give me his back, I'd choke him, and then he'd come to, and that would be awkward because I'd have to explain like what just happened as he dealt with the memory loss. And it was like, man, how nice would that be? Like to just like fully know how this is going to go. I'm going to go for a takedown, 100% chance that'll work, choke him out, and then there's that awkward, this is what just happened, memory loss.
And when you're a professional athlete like that, like I bet his primary, like if that happened to me, my primary concern would be like, all right, I got to win this. Like I got to find a way out. But for him, he's probably like, God damn it.
Woody did it.
Yeah. He's like, bank closes at 5. It's 4:43. If I can take him down in a minute and a half, I can maybe get there. And so that's what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
Pencil in that ass whooping and then get to the bank.
Yeah.
So he ended up just driving away. He's like, forget it. Like, and it's kind of cool. There's like a nothing to prove type thing going on there. So.
I could have been. I've been like, I'm glad you asked today, sir. It's like we'll get out the car.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be right with you.
Back.
Yo,
I'd
like,
probably get out the car at 400 pounds. I'd probably hit him with the fucking car door.
I can see, I don't know. There's this temptation to roll down your window, like, oh, you like fighting? You're in luck. I'm a fighter. Here we go.
Right.
You know, it's
Hit him
your
with the
lucky
edge of the
day.
fucking mag light.
No, I'm the one who's causing road rage. I'm the one who's always zipping around trying to get somewhere. So I might be on the other end of that.
Yeah, this
No, you're
motherfucker
probably not
go
bad.
85 on you quick.
Usually it's not the aggressive drivers that cause road rage, or at least it seems that way.
It's
It's
the
the
slow ones.
passive people that irritate everyone.
I irritate everybody. I get passed like 4 times going to the gym every day.
Oh,
Because
God, I
the
would
road
be-
that the gym's on is 45, and I go like 48, and I just set it to cruise control.
Nope.
Every-
65.
Everybody else is
Get there.
going 65.
65. I gotta get there.
yeah. Anything less than 5 miles over the speed limit is too slow.
I
Yeah,
usually
of course.
see what the traffic's doing, and then I lock my cruise control in to ride with them as long as it's fast enough. And if it's 10 miles over the speed limit, then that's just what we do. There's a road not too far from here where the speed limit is 65, I think. I think it's 65, and it backs down to 55 occasionally, but mostly 65. And everybody does 75 or 80 on it, and you just got to run 75 or 80 if you're going to be in the left lane.
I proved you wrong on that.
I don't think we went on that road. The road you're thinking about is 70 miles an hour, and you were confused about the actual speed limit because in South Carolina, I think it's 65, and you weren't used
It's
to the
65 in South Carolina, so I was
Yeah.
going like 73.
Yeah, it's the speed limit's 70 on Interstate 85 in Georgia. So